Hello people, welcome to my channel. My name is Larry and today I will be picking my October TBR. So this will be a little bit different because I'm not participating in any readathons very actively, or at least in the public ones. And for the next 3 months, October, November, December, I do want to read books from my Goodreads TBR, catch up with my physical TBR, especially with I want to put my printer in here downwards one of the shelves, and I need to read a lot of books to make space for that. And also I want to catch up with some series, so maybe finish it or read at least some books from different kind of series. But I'll start with the first book that I have picked, and we can pick a couple of books together later. The first pick is from non-fiction category, so this year my goal was to read a little bit more non-fiction books, and for that I picked The Invisible Life of Henrietta, if I remember the title correctly, and this is about a true story about the HeLa cells that are quite important in scientific community and how they were required from Henrietta Lacks. And spoiler alert, as far as I know, that wasn't done very nicely. This year, I also read the book Dropout that talked about the Silicon Valley startup that had all kinds of messed up things, and I really enjoyed it, so I thought to pick up another scientific community related non-fiction book, and I have a couple of those in my script account, so I'm really excited to get back to listening to those. The next category will be finishing or catching up with series, and first one I don't have again a physical copy, and that is the Dune trilogy's third book, Children of Dune by Frank Herbert, and hopefully it's that book because I'm planning on reading the second book, Dune Messiah, in September. However, my September reading hasn't gone very well, so anyways, I'll be picking up one of those two Dune books in October, hopefully Children of Dune. Dune is a really big science fiction series about a desert planet where there are really big worms, and basically, at least at the beginning of the story, we are following a young boy called Paul who will get some extra powers, and there is a prophecy about him, and we are following his road to wherever it leads. As far as I know, the second book is about him getting more power and being the leader of a group of rebels, let's call them. At least they are opposing the throne and the power that is right now. And the third book should be about his children. That's all I know. I don't want to know more, and I'll discover what the plot actually is when I'm picking up those books. Next book is The Burning God by Rf Kwame. So this is the third book from the Poppy Wars trilogy. I started it, I think, around April or May, got 200 pages in out of 600, and then I hit my summer reading slump and I haven't picked this up. So me reading this series hasn't gone very well. I started with the first Poppy War a year or two ago, and then I never picked up the second book, and then I restarted this series in January. I managed to read the first two books and then hit my slump with the third book. And I really want to finish this before I don't remember and I really have to restart the whole series again. So I think most people know what the Poppy War is about, but very slightly condensing it, it is based on actual events in China's history, and we have been trickling in some narcotics, gods and magic. It's a very dark and disturbing book series, but I am quite excited to actually finish this one. And the last book on my series to finish TBR is Singer by Christopher Paolini. This is the third book in the Inheritance cycle. Also, the first book is called Aragon. So I am rereading this whole series. I have previously read the first two books in my youth several times. However, the third and the fourth book I have just read once, so I don't remember. I'm sorry about my cat, Jackie. So I don't remember a lot what will happen, and it will be very exciting to pick this up. But basically this is Lord of the Rings, Wheel of Times, Dragon Riders mesh up that feels very much like adult old high epic fantasy. However, it's meant for teenagers. It's a much simpler plot goes by much faster with a faster pace. And this is about a boy who finds a dragon egg. The dragon hatches and a lot of people want to kill him. And honestly, I'm really excited to pick this up and see how this story will end. Technically, I have one more book on my TBR, and that will be the first book I will be reading in October. And that book I picked, I just filmed that video and from a scavenger hunt. And I'm not gonna tell you what this book is, but I will be adding this to the pile later. My plan is to pick, I think, 3 more books to my October TBR, and honestly, I'm not 100% sure what should I pick. I would like one of the books be from these 4. So we have a Clockwork Girl that is, so the Clockwork Girl is historical fiction. The Hexex should be contemporary romance with a little bit of fantasy. Inheritance of Orchida Divina, I have no idea. And then we have A Flicker in the Dark. And let's pick the Clockwork Girls because this is the book I have been wanting for a long time. This is Waterstone's special edition. Next, I'll try to pick something slightly smaller because I also want to pick up several horror books or mystery thrillers additionally. So, what to pick from? The Night Train is a really good contender because this is a series I do want to pick up. It's 500 pages though. We have a very nice collection of books here. However, Babel, I think, picking up Babel in November with high chance. And what is Atlas 6? 360 pages, so ready to pick this up. And I think in October or somewhere near there should be the Atlas Paradox coming out. And one more book. I don't know, I'm getting thrown into this one, and it's 350 pages also. Yes, so we are picking this one. So as of right now, this should be my TBR. Honestly, I have no idea if it fits any of the prompts for Cassidy's dragon reading thingy or what, but I'm actually quite excited. So, as I said before, we have Rissinger, we have the Burning God, and now, come, stay with me. So, The Clockwork Girl is a historical fantasy book. I haven't read a lot of historical fantasy books, so I'm interested in it to delve into and see if I like it. I'm sorry if you hear any background noises. My pets are very active and trying to play with each other. And this is about events taking place in 1750s in Paris, where a lot of children went missing. And basically, this is the reimagination about what happened with magic thrown in, because I don't think that mystery is still like solved in today's time. Next, I picked the Atlas 6, this beautiful copy from Illumicrate, and this should be, I think I need to rescue my cat because one got stuck in the chair where the other cat was, and the other cat decided that the first cat is disturbing his personal space. Anyways, the Atlas 6 was first published as independently, and then the traditional publisher picked this up, and it has gotten very popular. All I know is that this should be dark academia school setting story, and that is it. But I think October would be good to read a dark academia book. And last book, Violet Made of Thorns, is a dark fantasy book about morally grey witch and the cursed prince and prophecy. And this was on my TBR way before I got it in Fairy Loot, so I'm quite excited to pick it up and see how it is. As you can see, this video is going absolutely great. Hi Minion. And I think this is the perfect time to end this video. So you might get a little bit of sneak peek what the unmentioned book is, but I don't care. Anyways, this is my October TBR. Quite exciting. I'm going to actually get to hopefully a lot of books that I have been wanting for this year. But this is about it for today. I do hope you enjoyed this mess of a video. Thank you for watching and bye!